many years ago, I want to say like 7 or 8 years ago, I remember meeting you for the first time here, and you were just starting out. I mean, maybe Kiss Goodnight had kind of just come out, and I believe
Right.
you're doing a radio tour. And just, I always think of when I see you now, what you were like then compared
Oh
to,
boy.
and
Oh
it's not
man.
to make you blush or make you embarrassed or anything like that. It's only because it's so awesome to see like the growth of like an artist, a creative person like yourself. Congratulations for everything that you've kind of
Oh
done
no,
up
thank
into
you.
this point. How do you feel now compared to back then? Do you ever think to yourself, because obviously, you're doing all these things for the first
Mhm.
time, and now,
Mhm.
you're a pro at it, right?
Right. First of all, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Um, well, I've been doing this, I guess, professionally since 2014.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. And when I think back to, Kiss Goodnight and By My Side, the first singles that I ever released,
Mhm.
it has been a world uh, between the two. With self-discovery being the most important, self-discovery as a person, self-discovery as an artist, and just really understanding the industry more, really understanding songwriting more and producing, and it's just constantly learning. And I'm not at a place where I know everything still.
Right.
I have so much room to grow, and I'm going to constantly keep my mind open to all these new experiences within the music, and obviously in trying to better myself and make myself a better person, a better friend, a better husband, a better whatever it is, artist.
One of the things I think that's awesome that you've done is you kind of like been able to take this year, and from everything that I gather, and correct me if I'm wrong, you've been doing, you're doing a lot of songwriting. You've been putting,
Yeah.
music out there, some big collaborations out there as well with artists.
Yeah.
And when things were starting to happen with this, what were your first thoughts? Were you right away, okay, you know what, time to grab the pen, time to grab the guitar, and let's get some new music out there? Or like, how did you decide to come up with all these amazing ideas in this time?
I mean, when it first started, I was just as lost as everyone. I think I was actually supposed to be in LA, doing writing and working on my album. So I didn't go to LA. I was at home,
Mm.
and I just stayed at home for I guess it's been like 9 months now, right? So
You haven't left.
and then I had this feeling that I wasn't contributing to society at all. I have music out there, but I just wasn't. There was nothing new, and I wasn't touring. I wasn't doing anything to
Right.
to really make a difference. A couple days later, Bill Withers sadly passed away, and the artist can idea stemmed from a conversation I was having with my manager about Bill Withers, and we were talking about his legacy and what he's done for the music industry, and obviously the song "Lean on Me"
Yeah.
came up, and we were like, we could make this a big thing and make a difference and contribute to society, back to society. So that's when we got on the phone call. I called Fifi Dobson. She called the producer John Levine. We got Dan Cantor involved, who plays guitar for Justin Bieber. Like all these people, the core team started just reaching out to everybody. And as you can see on the track, Bryan Adams, Sarah McLachlan, Justin Bieber, Michael Bublé, list goes on. There's like 20, 24 different artists.
Some people are not really in that spirit to celebrate. We're being told
Yeah.
to celebrate in different ways. But you kind of come out with a cover, this new
Yeah.
Christmas song, maybe this Christmas. I want to know, number one, why that song? And number two, because I feel like Christmas is so sacred and the memories that come with Christmas are so nostalgic for some people, were you like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like I'm going to put the song out here, let's see what happens? Like, was there any concern? Because I feel like, it's hard to kind of take on some of these classic songs, but, talk about
Right.
why you decided to take on maybe this Christmas.
I mean, the song is so warm and inviting, and it brings a sense of security around the holidays. And that is exactly the temperament and the vibe of what I wanted to do this year. It was a no-brainer to me to cover, first of all, Ron Sexsmith. He's a Canadian legend.
Mhm.
So it was very seamless for me to do it. I did it in like a day, just in my home studio.
Amazing.
And like I said, it's one of those things that you should, cozy up, with a blanket, put the fireplace channel on, grab a glass of wine or
Yes.
whatever, hot chocolate, and put it on and just relax.
Do you have any like a couple of songs that you have to have on Tyler Shaw's playlist every Christmas? Like, what are ones that you go back to every year?
I actually created a Spotify playlist of all
Amazing.
of my favorite Christmas songs. So if you really want to know,
Yeah.
they're in that playlist. But to name a few, um, every December 1st, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Michael Bublé, obviously.
Yes.
Um, NSYNC, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. That one.
Happy holidays.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I mean, I don't sound as good as you, but I would be in the studio when that comes on. I tell you, I'm going
Yeah.
throwback JT when that comes on.
Absolutely. So those are just to name a few, but I think there's like an hour worth of songs on that playlist. So if you're looking for something, if you want to know what I'm listening to this holiday season, be sure to check that one out. Yeah.
Congratulations, you
Thank you.
and your wife are expecting.
That's right. Thank you very much. December 12th is the due date, so
Oh my
literally
God.
could
Wait
be
a minute.
any day.
It's like, okay, there's not much time here.
Not much time, but don't worry. We have everything packed. It's only the mental preparation that we're kind of still working on, but no, we're both very excited for our child to arrive, and yeah, could literally be right now. I don't know, maybe any day.
Well, again, positive vibes with everything going that towards you and your wife. And I
Thank
did
you.
put it out there on social media to some of your fans, some of your followers, if they had any questions. And that was actually one of the questions that Tanya had. She sent me a note on Facebook and she's like, how is he preparing to be a dad? Like, it's hard, like, we love Tyler, but it's hard to picture him, as a dad because he's, you've done a lot, but it's like,
Yeah.
how are you feeling like going into that? I mean, obviously you're ready.
Yeah, I feel honestly fantastic. There's a lot of things that are already have kind of shifted my paradigm of thinking, knowing that I'm going into fatherhood, and it's everything for the better. Like everything's very positive. You just kind of you want to be a better person for your child. So that I think has in turn made me think about everything really,
Mhm.
and how whether it's how you say certain things, how you react to certain things, how you set goals and how you attain those goals and everything in between. So it's been a life-changing experience already.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to kind of share with your fans ahead of the holidays?
I mean, I hope everyone has a safe and happy, healthy holiday. It's obviously going to be very different this year, but try to see the positive out of everything and try to be as present as possible because you're a part of history. 2020 is going down in history as one of the craziest years there is so far. So try to remember something positive about this year.
Well, great chatting with you as always, and Merry Christmas and all the best next year, Tyler.